Tip number 138 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. This is a good tip. This is called the 70-10-10-10 principle. You live off of 70% of the money you make. You save another 10%. You invest the other 10%. And of course, you give 10% to charity. Now, this is not a principle that is set in stone, even though actually got this from a book called The Richest Man in Babylon, and I think it was written by George Clausen. A fantastic book to read. And again, if you don't want to be working the rest of your life, which is what nobody does. Nobody wants to work the rest of their life, or at least if they do, it will be because they want to. It won't be because they have to. And that's not the position you want to be in. You have got to get out of that trap. As a contractor, you will have the ability to make more money, and you will have the ability to save and invest more money. And again, this is, right off the bat, the first few years, you might not be able to do that. You might be getting your feet wet. You might be losing money on some jobs. You might need to invest in a lot of tools, stuff like that, vehicles, so it's not going to be, but this is where you're going in the business. And you've got to know that. You're not just out there being a contractor because you want to help people. And if that's the case, hey, great, knock yourself out. You're not going to make a lot of money if you just want to help people. At the same time, I'm not suggesting that you take advantage of anybody either. Fair prices, fair wages. Now, you can make any adjustments to this formula that you feel fit. And maybe you can live off of 50% of the money you make and save 40% and give 10% to charity. Maybe you're going to live off of 50% of your money, invest 30% and save 20% and don't give any money to charity. This will be up to you. It's just a simple formula. It does not need to be followed word for word. It can be modified. It probably will need to be modified. I mean, there are people right now who live off of 100% of their income. They need every dime just to get by. And I'm telling you that there are ways, probably, unless you're just in dire straits, there are ways that you could probably save 2% and live off of 98%. And this is going to be up to you to figure this out. I mean, there was a point in my life where I was struggling and I thought, what do I do? What do I need to do? And I mean, I could keep going on with my, life as it was. And which is at the time I was working, my wages were low. I was trying to help people. I had this mentality of I wanted to help people, that would grow my business. And I found out that wasn't true. The more I helped people, the more I did stuff cheap, inexpensively, then I found out that I had more people that wanted my services. And all this did was eventually kind of put me out of business. It forced me that, I ran out of money. I couldn't keep doing this. So I came to a point in my life where I needed to make a change. And I thought to myself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to raise my prices. That's all I said to myself. I want to make more money. So I started bidding jobs. And I just raised the prices up, raised them up on the next job, pretty soon I'm making good money and dealing with some better people. And I've already probably mentioned this in the other videos. These are the modifications you might need to make, or similar ones. If you're living on 90% of your income right now, it might be the only way out will be to make more money. So if you're making $100,000 a year, and I'm just doing this to give you a nice even number, and you're living off of $90,000 a year and saving $10,000 a year, the only way that you're going to be able to do that, or should I say one of the only ways, would be to make more money. So if you need $90,000 a year to live, and you want to save more and invest more and give away more, then you're going to have to make more. So if you make $120,000 a year and you're still living on $90,000, Now you have an extra $30,000 you can do something with every year. So, and the same would basically go backwards. Let's just say that you can't make any more money. Your living expenses are $90,000 a year. You might need to look into cutting out some of the expenses. Try and bring that down to 80,000 or 70,000, 60, 50. This might take some time, but this is how we get ahead. You know, if you continue to go through life ignoring this particular principle and spending all the money you make, then there's a good chance that you'll be working the rest of your life, and you will have to work. It will not be an option.